going to be so exciting. We are going to take Tranquility Living Communities. We are going to be bringing it all online. So welcome to our online world. This is so exciting for us. For those of you who know me, my name is Coach Susie, and I am a holistic success coach. I have got business experience in my past all the way from the 80s to current. So my book series and all the things that I do all come back down to what is your heart of success? How can I help you to find your heart of success? I've got over 25 years of spiritual direction helping people do just that. This is my true calling. I wake up so excited to help you do what you need to be doing. So today, our topic is going to be the 7 things that we can do to help spring clean our business and our life. Now, we are going to be heading into our Spring into Health conference. So for all of our playback viewers who might be watching this after our conference, one of the things that we do is we work with holistic professionals, providing a service that's helping to bring others into balance and nutrition for body, mind, heart, and soul. So what am I doing? I'm spending my heart of success helping you learn from all of my mistakes. And I tell you, if I've been doing this since the 80s, I've made a lot of mistakes. But what is nice about mistakes is that's where we learn. And what's nice for you is you're going to get the opportunity to learn from some of my mistakes, some of my expensive mistakes. Some things have cost me tens of thousands of dollars to go, oops. I will also show you things that help you get more successful in life. So when we do our conference, you'll notice that one of the breakout sessions is building your holistic business. So we talk about how to build the heart of success. And then in the breakout session, I talk to my holistic professionals to help them build their business. Now, the rest of the workshop is put on by all the other holistic professionals, just like myself, that are giving you, the viewer, balance and nutrition for body, mind, heart, and soul. So we'll have people helping us with body fitness. It might be Pilates, it might be yoga. One of them is mind, which is going to be developing our minds. Maybe we're learning something about how politics impacts our foods, you know, and the lobbyists. Right now, plant purification is a big thing. So what is it that, why is it that we don't have the right to know? How did we go to our scientists to say, what is the food we should be eating? And yet when it came out of Congress, the pyramid looked this way. How did that happen? It's the meat industry, the dairy industry, all these different lobbyists and government. So there's probably not a way we are going to walk out there today and fix the way government works, fix the way politics work, right? What we can do is learn a better way. Where is the science information that we can find, that we can read, that we can research? So we interview on this show and on other opportunities ways where you can learn where is the real information. So back on topic, we are going into our Spring into Health conference. So for those of you who've never been into one of our conferences, every spring we have a Spring into Health. And then we put all of our holistic professionals to work at each one of these events. How are we going to spring clean to get ready to spring forward into health? First thing we have to do is clean out all that clutter. So that's what we're going to talk about today, cleaning out all that clutter. 7 steps are really going to break into 3 main segments. The first segment is deleting stuff. We're going to talk about deleting all sorts of things that we can delete. 2, we're going to analyze some things and we're going to make some adjustments in there. And then 3, we're going to make room, get ready to grow. So let's think about this a little bit. What can we clean up that would make our life feel a little bit more tranquil? Here's a statistic I learned that I don't know if you've learned or seen this, but do you realize that the average adult is receiving 147 emails a day? So one of the first things that we're going to start cleaning out and deleting and handling a little bit better is our email box. Now, I want to talk to you about your email box. If something that you are never, ever, ever reading is popping up in your email box, click spam. Make it go away. Okay, so there's going to be some easier ways that we're going to help with this. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to create some folders. If you're in Google Mail, they call them labels. Whatever it is, you're going to give them a place to go. Then we're going to categorize those folders based on how you would read them. So, for example, some of my blogs are about business building. So things that I'm researching and getting information on about business building, I put into a file called Read Me Business Building. Then whatever works for you. If you have a folder that says family, because you've got a lot of families sending you pictures of kitty cat videos, dump them in there. Create file folders of things that you know you're going to get emails from these particular individuals that you want to read, but you don't have to jump to read them right now. Next thing you're going to do is set up things that are going to push those emails directly into the folders. They all have an application. Go into your email system and find out how to say anything that comes from this email address or anything that has this subject line or however you identify those emails. Please just put that directly in to that email list. So one of the things you could do, I wouldn't recommend this one because there's a better way to do it, but an easy example would be, say you want to check in with all your LinkedIn people, right? You're getting all these emails from LinkedIn. You could just say, here's a file folder for LinkedIn, and I'm going to check all my LinkedIn people at once. Now, the next thing that I'm going to tell you is don't do that for your LinkedIn. We want to go into our LinkedIn account and say, don't send me an email. I can go in every Thursday morning and I can check in my LinkedIn. We're going to put a task on our calendar that says Thursday, check LinkedIn, and we're going to read them all, scan the titles, delete what we don't need, respond to what we do need, and let it go. Right? Make sense? So now we've got all our folders. We've got all these things jumping in there. What we're going to do next is we're going to go to this really cool, handy app, unroll.me. Now, this is going to be a lifesaver for you. You are going to be surprised at what you have signed up for that you weren't even aware you signed up for. Oh, my stars. It's going to give you the whole list, and you can say unsubscribe, unsubscribe, and it'll do a whole bunch of them all at once. You do not need to go into every email that you've got and try and unsubscribe one at a time. Clear those out. Get those 47 things you subscribe to that you don't even remember away. Now, when you get to the end of the unroll, one of the things that it's going to give you is a thing called Roll Up. Roll Up is an awesome tool to take advantage of. Picture going to your grandma's house, and she used to get all those magazines that came, and she'd stick them in this little wicker basket, and it was her day off. What'd she do? She sat down and she read all those magazines. Roll Up is a space for all those email subscriptions that you are auto-subscribing to. Maybe you're learning something about social media, and you've subscribed to Ryan Dice, who I recommend and love, and you're getting his emails all the time. It's okay to put that into a roll-up. Now, what's going to happen? You are going to sit, at the end of it, it's going to ask you, do you want to get these in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening? You select when you are done with work, when you are completed with your tasks. That's when you have it sent to you, right? Pick a time that's away from your business time, and that's when you'll have roll-up come in. Next thing, take a look at our smartphones, right? For you, there's a good article on Mashable. 7 creative ways to organize your mobile apps. That's the title of their blog. Get rid of the unused apps that you are not using. They're taking up space, they're slowing down your phone, they're distracting you. Let's eliminate them. Next, all these pieces of paper. Remember in the old days you would have you'd go in and there'd be pieces of paper everywhere. You see those pictures of Albert Einstein, he's got stacks of papers and everything all around him, right? That's what's happening in our brain. Our brain and our phone and all these things are getting cluttered with tons and tons and tons of pieces of information. Things that you want to keep track of, like your tasks, that's fine. Do that on a little notebook. When you get it done, rip it up, throw it away. Things that you're trying to remember, let's just archive, okay? There's Get Pocket, there's Google Drive, there's Dropbox, there's Evernote. I love Evernote and G Drive. They're my favorites. I use Dropbox for I categorize things. So for example, show notes from the shows that we're doing will be found in the Dropbox. That's very easy for you to get to and have access to. The G Drive, the first 10 megabytes or gigabytes or whatever it is that are free. Then when you get to that point that that's all filled, it's $1.99 a month for a huge amount of storage. That's so reasonable. I want you to take all your pieces of paper and I want you to just file every note, every little piece of paper that's just something you want to remember, and write it on a Word document or Google Docs document or something like that and tuck it in there. I save everything under a file called Archives, and I label them. This is a neat trick if you're not doing this with your admin stuff. Year, dot, month, dot, date. When you file everything that way, it's all going to be chronological. Then you just title it something, whatever it was. So say today's May 15th. So we say, okay, it's going to be 2016.05 for May, dot 15. And what are we talking about? We're talking about decluttering our brains. So we write down decluttering or spring cleaning, and we put it as a file just like that. Now, if I ever want to come back to it, I can see the title, I can search for spring cleaning, I can look at the dates. Most of us can remember, oh, I did that last spring, I did that last fall. You can kind of look at the dates, you can see your things right away. Dump it all into this gigantic archive folder and let it go. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't want to waste your time with it. So now we've cleaned up our email, we've cleaned up our apps, we've cleaned up our little pieces of paper, we've put them all in there, right? What's next? Analyze. Remember the second one? First one was delete and all that junk. Second one was analyze and adjust. So what are we going to analyze and adjust? Our time and our money. Those are our resources. That's what we have to put into stuff. If we don't have the energy because we're not eating right and taking care of ourselves, if we don't have the minutes left and we don't have the dollars left, we can't do anything. So first thing we're going to do is look at our finances. I know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, I promise. So monthly financial expenses. Here's a simple trick to help you feel like you have more money. A lot of times we look at something and it'll say, oh, it's $8.99 for Netflix and whatever it is, $12.99 for this. And $11.99 a month may not seem like much. That's the same as a lunch going out. And I go, who cares? $11.99 times 12 is nearly $144. So putting on our thinking caps at $144 a year, what's my ROI look like? What's my return on investment look like? Am I getting $150 worth of value? Is this something that I'm using? Maybe there's a cheaper way. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe consolidate two accounts. So maybe it's a Google Analytics software or something that I picked up because I was trying to run some stuff and I'm paying $9.99 a month. I can cancel it. I haven't used that Google Analytics account in months. So I'm not here to tell you to cancel your gym account, but if you are paying for a gym account, go use it. Make sure you're getting an ROI that's valuable. Here's a big one that might save you money at home. Your cable TV. Are you actually watching cable TV? And if so, which ones are you watching? Let's just stop and take an analyze what's going on in our home. Did you know that when we went from the great big box TVs down to the flat TVs, that all the antennas are built back inside? Color antenna you plug into the back of your TV. You can put it up on the walls, you can put it up on the windows. There's ones that even have the old-fashioned rabbit ears available for like $10 if you want. You can get all the main TV channels. It is amazing. Anything that's major, Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC, we get. But in addition to that, we get a lot of other fun, normal TV that is just on regular TV channels. Now you turn around and say, but I like these specialty things. I like to watch the History Channel. I like to watch Discovery Channel. Those are all cable TV shows, Susie. Well, there's an answer to that as well. Have you heard of the Roku? So you get the Roku, you plug it into the back of the TV. It just plugs in just like your USB drive onto the flat screen TV. Now, when you open it up, you get tons and tons of channels for free. And then nowadays, YouTube has tons and tons of channels. So when you plug your Roku in, you're going to get all these channels. Most of them are free. You can buy a lightning package if you want to, or a hockey package if you want to, and it's going to cost you a whole lot less than what you're paying annually. So take the number that you're paying each month, times it by 12. Are you getting that much value in your TV set? Or could you just take $99 and go buy a Roku and get most of it for free? Okay, so analyze and adjust, looking at the annuals, bringing it back down, eliminating what we don't want. Now we've freed up some cash. Next thing we're going to look at is time expenditures. Where are we spending those minutes? Because once we spent the minutes, they're gone. Sometimes we're spending minutes on things that are, I want to say wasting our time, but they're not wasting it. They're just, we could have done it better. We could have been more efficient. A lot of things, when people ask me, how did I get so successful, different things, the 3 words that anybody knows me says accurate, effective, efficient. If we're working on accurate, effective, and efficient behavior, it's amazing what we can get done. So are you someone who, because you have a business that needs you to post Instagram, are you spending hours each week creating Instagram posts? Don't do that. Go to Fiverr, go to Upwork. We're going to teach you how to outsource. Independent contractors that you're working with, they'll do it for you right all the way to your Instagram. I still like to have a little bit of control over my stuff, so I have them drop them into my Dropbox, and then from there, I'll post them. Because I use things like Schedugram. We're going to use things like Hootsuite. We will use things that we can, software that we can put our data into that's going to send them for us. There's Jukebox for Twitter. You know, things that you can set it up so that it's automatically rolling and rolling and rolling. When we talk about social media, folks, we are not talking about spending all day in, you know, like in space, there's the black hole, right? This is, the Facebook has become the big blue hole. You know, there's Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and people go down these holes and they come up for air 2.5 hours later. People, I want you on social media, but I want you on social media for 30 minutes a day, and that 30 minutes a work day is engaging with people. That's what I want you to do. I want you to engage with people. It's about building relationships. They need to know you, like you, trust you. They need to understand who you are, love you, and we want them to purchase from you. They are not going to do that because of some innocuous Instagram picture that said, oh, always appreciate the happy moments in life. Let your independent contractor do that for you. And it's a lot less expensive than you could ever imagine. Let them do that. Now you've got hours added to your day. The next place we're going to trim minutes is things that are busy work inside our home. Are we doing things like little half loads of laundry that if we actually just went and bought 12 more socks, we have enough socks to get all the way through and do laundry on Saturday for 1 load or 2 loads? Put our watering on our plants and our gardens on auto. We don't need to do that every day. People come to my house and they laugh. They think I'm an autopilot queen. Maybe I am. But you know these little timers? I have little timers in my house. So 6 o'clock in the morning comes on. So does my radio news station that I like to listen to in the morning. It's on and then it's off. Click. And then all of a sudden in the next room, the next one comes on. I like my Fox News in the morning because I love my local anchor people. Hello, Tampa Bay. Good morning. This is Good Day, Tampa Bay. I love Charlie Belcher. I love Jen Epstein. I love all you guys. I love Russell Rhodes. You guys rock. So 7 o'clock, I have to get my Fox 13 family fix. So the TV comes on in the next one from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now at 9 o'clock, I love to hear Michael Garko. I like to hear Let's Talk Nutrition. So 9 o'clock, a different radio comes back on that says it's 9 o'clock and there's Michael Garko. Now I'm not going to listen to 3 hours of Fox 13. And I'm sorry, Michael, I really don't always listen to 2 hours of Michael Garko. But listening to an hour gave me 3 hours of background noise while I'm doing my stuff in the morning, which is generally working out. That's when I do my stuff that I need to get done. And then it all shuts off. Well, now that tells me right away that it's 10 o'clock and I have to be being productive. So that's my desk time. And so all of a sudden when I'm clicking in at my desk and I'm doing my things, everything went silent. And I didn't have to think about it. My brain automatically went into it. Muscle memory, routines. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So those little timers, they're great. I have them on my lights. I have them on all sorts of things. My backyard lights come on when it gets dark. It goes off. The light in the dining room comes on in the morning for breakfast, and it's supper time for dinner, but it's off. So the only time I hear those things is when those are going on. Awesome things to do, guys. Those things save you time. They give up minutes. So one last place that I'm going to tell you you can trim. And this is community involvement, especially to the women out there. I know men do this, but man, us girls, we're nurturers. That's what we do. So we volunteer at a school board. We volunteer at a political campaign. We volunteer at a community church organization. We never quit that organization. I want you to take a few minutes. I want you to look at your minutes. What are you spending time doing? I'm not telling you you probably don't like it. I'm not telling you you don't have friends there. But let's analyze and adjust and make it so that the minutes that could be either more accurate, effective, efficient to increase productivity are done so. And then things that maybe you shouldn't be a part of that group anymore. Your kid went to this elementary school, you jumped in with this group of mommies over here at this elementary school. Your kid's now over here in middle school or junior high, and you're still helping out with the bake sale every Friday morning. No, no, no. Your kid is left, so should you. Go find something better to do with your minutes. Even if it's just playing me minutes. Do you have me minutes? Do you know what me minutes are? Me minutes are those times that you sit with a cup of coffee in your backyard or sit in a hot, soaky bubble bath. You know all those me minute times? We need me minutes. We're going to have one of our discussions that we talk about is about color coding our calendars. Me minutes should all be one color. You're going to be looking on your calendar to make sure that your me minutes are there. Remember the whole oxygen mask on our mouth? If we're not taking care of us and we don't have me minutes, we're not going to be as good with the other groups anyway. So what groups are you involved in that you've committed to that it's time for you to just let go of and move on? So now we've deleted unused apps, we've cleared out our email, we've unrolled and unsubscribed from several of our listservs that are coming into us. We've got a roll up, so we've got like a grandma's little basket of all the emails we can read. It's our me minutes. It's time where we can actually open up those magazines and read them and enjoy them if we want. We've gotten rid of all of our little notes and thoughts that were scattering around in our brain. We've archived them and put them away. We've analyzed and adjusted our finances, and we've analyzed and adjusted our minutes. Now it's 3. We're going to get ready to grow, folks. So now we're going to set up a maintenance system. We're going to go inside our Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, whichever room it is you're using. You're going to set up some task lists, some autopilot things that you do on a regular basis. Remember, we alluded to this earlier. Thursdays is LinkedIn Day. So I'm going to go into LinkedIn every Thursday. I'm going to check in this. Put them in on your Thursday task list. Thursday, you can look at it, say, yep, I've done it, and don't look at it again until next Thursday. We don't care until it pops up on your calendar. So what are we doing right now? We're learning how to organize, maintain, and handle that automatic system. And we're going to do that for each thing we need to do. Once a week, once a month, it doesn't matter. So each day I can open up my calendar. I can know what I'm supposed to do. I can check mark it and do it. And if I can't get those things done, then I need to jump up one step where we just came from, and I need to analyze and adjust. This is critical to success, folks. Absolutely critical. If you are somebody who is waking up every day and just doing what you see in front of you time after time, time after time, time after time, and you end your month and you can't see the dollars coming in, you end your month and you didn't get your book out, we need to be able to plan the work and work the plan. This is where it comes in, folks, the maintenance systems. This is your task list. This is your calendar. This is however you choose to do it. I personally love Insightly as my customer service and my Google Calendars as my primary calendar and task list source. But whatever works for you. Take advantage of syncing when you're in there. Let them all sync. So your phone's talking to your computers, talking to your iPad. Make sure everything's connected. So when you update it on your phone, it's updated, right? Take advantage of dead time. You know, if you're something that you're at an appointment and they're running 10 minutes late and you're waiting, you want to be able to look on your phone and say, done, done, respond to those emails, let it go. When your guest comes in or your appointment comes in and they're not 10 minutes late, you don't want to go back to your computer and go, did I do that or not? Take advantage of syncing. Get it all working so that you're accurate, effective, and efficient. Remember those me minutes. Remember those me dollars, right? That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Where do you define success? I'm telling you, I've been doing this for over 3 decades. I have met so many people. People want recognition. People want appreciation. People want purpose. They want to make a difference. And people, they want freedom. Freedom to take a hot, soaky bubble bath. Freedom to enjoy my morning coffee in my backyard and listen to the birds and watch the squirrels. These are freedom things to me. You know, it's freedom to me to be able to say, I got a little bit of next Tuesday's chores done every single day this week. So next week when Tuesdays comes, my to-do list is done. And I'm at the beach today. That's what we want. We want freedom to be able to say, I'm going to go spend the time chaperoning my kids' trip to the zoo. Whatever it is, those are me minutes. We're protecting me minutes and me dollars, right? That's what we want. That's what we want. And for all my millennials out there, you guys are a trip. I'm telling you, when I listened to the baby boomer generation talk to me, they were all at, I'm going to retire at age 65. I'm going to work to 62. It was all about their age. These millennials out here, you guys are so smart. You're not looking for that. One of my favorite things about millennials is when you ask them, when are you going to retire? Their answer is not 62, 65, 70. I'm never going to be able to retire. Their answer is as soon as I get 1 million doing my work for me, as soon as I get $600,000 working for me. If you're a millennial out there, I'm talking to you. Find out what that lifestyle really, really costs. And how are we going to be able to put our money to work for us instead of us working for it, right? It's really all it comes down to is how are we getting what it costs to live? Money is the blood of the economy. Money is not a dirty word. It's blood. It's the life. It's the pulse. It's the chi. It's the energy that's flowing. It's what's keeping things moving. That's awesome. Now the question is, how do we get to the money? Are we turning in our effort and they're giving us dollars back? Are we turning in our mind and getting dollars back? Or did we learn how to go to recurring income and then into passive income? In order to retire, our passive income, our money, earning money, has to be able to pay for our lifestyle. That doesn't mean you won't work. You'd get bored. Of course you'd work. You're going to do something. You're going to make a difference somewhere. Even if it's philanthropy, because you get too many millions of dollars back there. We've got more people who've made more money than ever before in history, and we have more people being generous and giving away more wealth than ever before in history. Money is just the blood force. We just have to figure out how to get to the money. And we want to do it accurate, effective, and efficient. Yes? Okay. So we've got our maintenance system set up. We're taking advantage of auto syncing. We're doing our goal setting. We know what we're trying to get to, what kind of lifestyle we have. I listen to people tell me all the time, oh, Miss Susie, I want to earn $1 million a year. It's probably not very realistic, but it's possible. So what is real? If you want to be doing a yacht and going across the ocean, you know, what's a yacht cost you? What's the fuel for the yacht? What's the maintenance for the yacht? What's the staff for the yacht? I don't want to hear that you think you're going to get $1 million and you're going to go get a yacht and travel across the country. You probably will get halfway across the ocean and realize you have no more fuel. Then you're stranded. Now you've got problems. Let's find out what your lifestyle really is, your real dream. And I'm telling you, most of the time, it's not about he who dies with the most toys wins. It's usually about purpose. It's usually about freedom. It's making a difference. It's doing, the heart of success is doing what your maker put you down here to do. So let's find that out. Let's get you successful. Let's get you going on the right track. So how are you going to be able to do that? You're going to join us. Our groups are called Tranquility Living. Where did we get the name Tranquility Living? People ask me that all the time. Okay, so here's one of my favorite sayings of all time. The poor seek riches. The rich seek wisdom. The wise seek tranquility. So that's us. We're tranquility seekers. So we invite you to travel towards tranquility with us, with the Tranquility Living communities. The membership is free to just be a member. You're going to see links to all of our classes, all of our courses, things that we do to help you find balance in nutrition, body, mind, heart, and soul. You're going to find ways that you can open up Tranquility Living events near you. We can't wait to help you find balance in nutrition for body, mind, heart, and soul. So find me on SusieStanley.com. Find our groups under Tranquility Living Communities. Have a blast. Follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Tranquility Living. We have a meetup group called Tranquility Living. We have Periscope. We have all sorts of things. Follow us, find us on Twitter, Tranquility Living or Coach Susie. It's under either one of those, you'll find us. And I look forward to seeing you. Happy spring cleaning. And with big love and hugs from me to you, have a happy and healthy, wonderful day. Peace out.